We're back with more Call to the Booth. That's Aqib Talib. I'm Harrison Sanford, and we are joined by the co-host of Double Coverage on Nesson, starting back or secondaries for the New England Patriots, Devin and Jason McCourty. And I know before we actually started the show, or started this interview rather yet, you guys were telling Aqib he's doing the wrong thing right now. He needs to be in New England.
Exactly, man. He over there hosting podcasts. He got plenty of time for that, man.
Hey, Dev, you know that bank account, man, that make us lazy sometimes, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hit no more. I don't want to fight no more, baby. I'm done.
No,
I'm like this.
We had some money for you, man. Still probably do.
Nah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Tell Bill call me. What's up with y'all, though? Y'all been good?
Yeah, man. Can't complain. We here just figuring out this COVID situation, man. Trying to figure out how to play football, take care of our families, and do all of this stuff all at once.
Man, so how is it, man? I mean, you know, I know how COVID is. I'm here trying to run a business. I'm trying to run the whole gym and manage the COVID shit myself. But, man, being at work, being in that locker room, is it like, don't touch me, don't stay away from each other? Like, how is it? What's the vibe around that locker room, man?
Man, I would say, honestly, it started off like that. Like, when you came in them first couple of days, it was like, hey, man, until we get a full week of these tests, like, stay away from me.
Right.
Mask on. But I would say, like, as time went on, it was like, hey, man, like, this is probably the safest place to be. We're getting tested every day. Everything's getting clean 2, 3, 4 times a day. But it's all about, you know what I mean, once one person gets it, now we've all been like, hey, man, like, how can we make sure this don't spread outside, and I mean, obviously in the building, but also outside the building to our families.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, man. It's like you at the safest spot that you could be in, but at the end of the day, shit, wifey got to go to the grocery store. Then babies got to go to school. Like, even if we DoorDash, we trust in the DoorDash dude. You know what I'm saying? He touched the bag. Somebody got to grab the bag. It's like, it's almost inevitable. You know what I'm saying? You just got to see how it go, man. Well, that's nuts, though, man. I can't imagine being in there just.
And that's what it is. I mean, at some point, we had to know throughout the league that we were going to have cases. Like you just said, we're not in the WNBA or the NBA. We're not in a bubble. It's not like we're not connected to the outside world. So at some point, the virus was going to find its way in. And I think once it does, it's just about managing that, keeping the exposure down low to be able to say, all right, we got it, let us run its course, and then be able to pick back up and keep playing.
Hell yeah. But speaking of that bubble, what y'all think about a bubble? Should we have done a bubble every team? Because, I mean, it's going to cost money, of course, but we rich, baby. We got all the paper in the world. As the NFL, we got all the paper in the world. So do you think the guys would have been cool with the bubble, having to stay in the bubble for 3-4 months?
That bubble's tough, but I mean, from a safety standpoint, I mean, you watch what the bubble was able to accomplish. We just watched 2 teams get crowned champions, and that's what the goal is. So I think
not one test, not one positive.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's possible at this point, but even if we did kind of like local bubbles where it wasn't like, hey, we all go to one place, but hey, in New England, their bubble is located here. In Denver, their bubble's located here, to just kind of limit that exposure. And then if you eventually allow the families in, how the NBA did it, I think there might have been some people, obviously, that decided like, hey, this isn't for me. But it also would have been, I think, the majority of the people would have said, hey, this is probably going to be the best way for us to complete a season.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, we love, as players, we love football. That's why we playing the game, and we love our check as well. So if they would have been like, man, we got 4 months to lock in, go in this bubble. You leave the bubble, get on the plane, go to their bubble, get back on the plane, come back to your bubble. Man, that shit would have worked. I'm pretty sure it would have worked, man. And you know, the guys who all about football, like me, like y'all, we'd have been with it, man. Let my wifey come in there. You know what I'm saying? My kids, they do homeschool. Put some homeschool teachers in there, man. We'd have got that shit done. And I think it was the money factor that didn't get it done like that.
Yeah, I would say that, and poor planning. Like when this hit in March, I think everybody was like, NFL will be good because by the summer it'll be gone.
Yeah.
And COVID, like, nah, bro, I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
So I think we just didn't plan it properly, and now we kind of stuck hoping that a true outbreak doesn't happen and affect,
right.
you know what I mean, 75% of the league.
Man, I honestly think we one more 20-team case away, or we one person. If one of these NFL do, because there been cases around here, like, you know what I'm saying, a parent on one of my old youth, like a parent who I know who kid used to be in the gym and stuff, you know what I'm saying, just he like on the respirator and stuff. He like really laid up on it, or got really laid up on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple people who I know personally got laid up on I think if one NFL guy get laid up and he knocked out for 10 days, come on, bro. It's gonna stop play.
We just kind
that's
of
gonna stop play right there.
Yeah, we experienced that asymptomatic where nobody really had no bad effects.
Yeah, see, that asymptomatic is one thing. But if one person get laid up on that hospital bed and be on the respirator, man, it's actually gonna stop play.
Yeah, we actually going to have Danny Green on the show later, and he's going to talk about what it was to be in the NBA bubble. Have you guys been in communication with the NFLPA about potentially a bubble when it gets to the playoffs? Because I imagine that rescheduling playoff games for a multitude of reasons wouldn't be a welcome change for the NFL or you guys, because obviously the playoffs are when the league is at its peak.
Yeah. No, we haven't heard from my end. I haven't heard anything of a discussion of a bubble at all. The only time I've discussed a bubble is whether it's somebody hitting you up on social media, whether you're doing an interview. Those are the only people that I've heard so far speaking about a bubble. So from our standpoint, I don't see it in the future, but who knows? I think the one thing we've learned this year is that you gotta adapt or die, and that's what it's been. Game's supposed to be on Sunday. All right, it's moved to Monday. You're going to fly out there on Monday, playing the game, and fly back on that same day. Right. So we're just kind of rolling with the punches and figuring this thing out as we go.
But, Derek, man, let's lighten up the situation a little bit. You know, that COVID talk, that shit give me goosebumps. I don't even know about y'all, but I, really got chills over here just thinking about it, man. I got asthma too, though, Dev. You know me. I got asthma too, so I'm like, I can't catch it. I'm out of here. I'm saying, my asthma bad. So I'll be nervous about that kind of shit. But lighten up the mood a little bit, man. Dev, you was born like Tom Brady was like daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was born in the facility. Always been a Tom Brady ran facility. Life without Tom Brady, man. How that shit look?
It's been different. You know, I think you talking about a guy that's been on the team for 20 years. Like, you know, you come in the locker room, and Tom's not a super vocal guy, but he was one of the guys. And I've always told people, to me, that was his biggest leadership, of just being one of the guys you could go to. Hey, you could crack jokes on him. Crack jokes in the locker room.
He'll come crack jokes with you.
Yeah. So, like, I just think having that greatness out of your locker room left a void. And then we got probably one of the biggest personalities you can find coming in at quarterback. And I think Cam's been awesome to be in the locker room. He goes up to everybody. He's one of the guys in the locker room as well. And I will say, this dude comes in every day, bro, with a fresh outfit. Like, no matter what, we could be in there 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
He dressed.
Always fresh outfit. And he told us, too, after camp, he said, y'all think I'm fresh now. Y'all haven't even seen game day. And he came with it on game day, too. So it's been fun, man. Like, you know, in New England, people change, but like that culture just don't change, man. It stays the same.
Week 5 is in the books. Now we on to week 6, and there is no better place to get in on all the action but DraftKings Sportsbook, man. That's America's top-rated sportsbook app.
Yes, sir. DraftKings is bringing back their can't-miss offer. DraftKings Sportsbook is allowing all new users a chance to turn $1 into $100 when they place a bet on any team.
You just got to download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code BOOTH21 when you sign up to get this can't-miss offer.
Pick any team during Week 6. Bet $1 on them and win $100 if they win. That's $1 to win $100 when you use the promo code BOOTH21 during sign-up. That's for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. You must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Now back to the show.
I never even been around Cam, but you could just check his background, check his stats, man. He one of those guys who keep the guys together. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys who, you know, he the leader of the gang, man. He gonna make sure he talk to you. He gonna vibe with you. You know what I'm saying? And you could just tell that about him, man, from the outside looking in.
Yep, and J-Mac, we had some heated camp days. You know how to get going. He talked trash. The defense.
Yeah.
No question.
That's just all love, though.
Exactly.
All love. We need that.
Gets you better.
We need them. Hell yeah. We had them with Tom.
Oh, I know.
Come on now. We had them with Tom too. So you need them straight up.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Aqib every week we had to push it back a day because of the Bills Tennessee game being played Tuesday night. But every week Aqib puts out his top no-fly zone rankings, which essentially is a ranking for the top secondaries in the NFL.
Yeah.
At one point, you guys were number one. I'll read you the newest list, and you can give me your thoughts. We'll start with Jason. Number 1, the Baltimore Ravens. Number 2, LA Rams. Number 3, Indianapolis Colts. Number 4, Chicago Bears. Number 5, Pittsburgh Steelers. So no mention of the New England Patriots.
They right outside the 5, though.
I saw he had us up there early, and then the later rankings I saw, we dwindled out of that thing. So we're gonna have to discuss that when we finish the call. But
I can explain.
J-Mac, tell him he tripping.
I can explain. Y'all want me to explain? It got ugly. We all know it got a little ugly. Russell and them, right? You know what I'm saying? So that got you out. But it's easy to get back in. You just know you go ham 1 week and you back in. But it just been like, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's like an even kill day for me. You know what I'm saying? We give up 242 touchdowns. We ain't played good. We ain't played bad. You know what I'm saying? We ain't played like the top of the, you know what I'm saying, cream of the crop. But we ain't just play like the bottom of the barrel neither. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like since Seattle game, it been right here. It been 240, 2 tubs, So that's 7th, 8th, 9th. As soon as Dev come out, get a pick, Jason get a pick, a 3-pick, 200-yard day, we right back in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So, we got plenty of time. It's week 5, man. We got plenty of time.
But no, I like that list. I haven't seen much of Indy. I know that they've been holding it down on the defensive side of the ball out there. But the rest of those teams, man, Pittsburgh's always been fun to watch. Nelson and Hayden on the outside, very competitive. Obviously, with the Rams, when you have a corner like Jalen Ramsey, that changed the game in Baltimore. I mean, their entire defense is just rough. And when you have a guy like Marlon Humphrey in the secondary, I mean, this dude's intercepting the ball. He's punching the ball out. He's blitzing. And then you have a ball hawk and Marcus Peters. When you have 2 really good corners, you're going to be at the top of the league when you talk about secondaries. And I know Dev will argue about the safety position, but man, corners is really make that secondary. You just need a good guy back there in the middle.
You know how it goes, Jason. You already know what time it is. That's why Dev know he tried to dabble with that corner shit, you know what I'm saying? Because he know where it's at. He dabbled with it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because he know where that action at, you know what I'm saying? But straight up, them Ravens, though, I put them number 1 because them boys is ball hawks. They 4 turnovers for MP, 4 turnovers for Humphreys. That's 8 turnovers between 2 guys already, man. So you know how I am, Dev. I might give up 70 yards, 60 yards. I ain't tripping as long as I get this pick. You know what I'm saying? You got to make plays. I tell my kids right now, what's football about? I call him in the room right now. Fat, what's football about? Making plays. Simple as that, bro. That's what it's about.
Lee was the one who taught me, man, you give up a touchdown, but if you get a pick, hey, you good for the day.
We even, baby. We even.
Even day.
We even, man. And if I return that pick to the crib, I won. You know what I'm saying? I won.
Hey, speaking of that, Dev, can you tell me and our audience, how much different is it without Aqib in the locker room?
It was funny, too, because I remember this offseason and Camp talking to Bill about that, like, if we had to leave back in the locker room, how it'd be. And to me, it'd be totally cool because I think what sucks in this league sometimes is guys get bad raps. And if anybody pull up Talib's time in Tampa, he was out there doing some crazy stuff. And it was great stories when he got to New England. But it was like that. Like when we first traded for him, guys would go up to Josh Boyer and Flo, be like, hey, man, what y'all going to do when Talib come here? He tell y'all he ain't doing that. And we all jokes, and he got in there. Bro, cracking jokes all the time. We had this joint called Trasketball in the locker room where we shooting the balls in the trash.
Dunking on fools, boy. Hey, I got some videos right now on my phone. Dunking on Jules' head, boy, right now.
So we had all good times, man. I think our unit, and defensively, you talking about Chandler Jones, Hightower, Jamie Collins. Like, we had a lot of top players. Some of those boys was young, but we all got along really well, cracking jokes all the time. So I think if he was in our locker room, it would just heighten, for one, the bond between everybody, because that's what League's about too. Everybody connecting off the field as well. So it'd be dope to have him back in the locker room. But
got a vibe. Look,
acting like an old man now.
Hey, look, Harrison. We used to have these DB nights. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to DB night. You know what I'm saying? It's a mandatory DB night. We used to go to Del Frisco's. Yep. Let me see if Dev remember. Dev, what I used to get? What I used to get, Dev?
Can I get them lamb chops with that meat?
Yeah. I need them lamb chops with that mint jelly, baby. You already know. Hey, that's funny as hell, man. We had some good times, man. Del Frisco's, baby. Great time out there.
We're going to let you guys go here in a little bit. Appreciate your time. And I know you guys are also spending time in the community. I know you have an event coming up later here this month. There's so much going on in this world between COVID and social justice rights. And I have to applaud you guys for still staying true to other, because there's still other problems in this world that need to be handled. And you guys are spending time doing such. If you could let our audience know about it, that'd be great. Yeah, for sure. We're doing a virtual event. We usually do a casino night every year, but obviously with everything COVID going on right now, it's going to have to be virtual. So we're going to do kind of a special edition of our podcast. We're going to have some teammates on there, do some trivia, some questions. October 26th, anybody that's looking to join in, looking to donate, or just bring awareness to the sickle cell disease, this will be benefiting our Tackle Sickle Cell Fund. And they can just go to McCourtyTwins.com. There'll be all the info on there. So we definitely appreciate that. And as always, we're going to continue our work and social justice. We're going to be looking to do more things with the team this year and get everybody involved. Like you just said, this year has been a rough 2020, but it's been a heightened awareness of the issues that have plagued our country for so many years. And I think this is going to be the year and the time to get everybody involved. Those that kind of were walking around with blindfolds on, not realizing kind of what was going on for people that didn't look like them. I think this is going to be the year to kind of get everybody involved and to expose some of those things. Yeah, definitely, man.
Hey, y'all know I appreciate it, man. Anytime y'all need lead, Dad, you already know, hit on me. I got you. Whatever it is, you already know. Y'all be safe out there, man. Do y'all thing. I know Bill, he the GOAT. He gonna take care of y'all boys, man. He gonna get it handled. Y'all do y'all thing, man. Get y'all ass back on this no-fly zone list, man. Come on and get some pics. Strap up, baby.
We coming for it.
I already know y'all is, baby. I'm waiting on y'all.
No doubt. We'll be out there, man. Appreciate you having us. Man.
Want more dope content? Subscribe and check out the YouTube channel. And while you at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Call to the Booth.